Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. It's about to go outside, but it's just too loud because of traffic and stuff. But no. Last night, I was scrolling and I came to a post of one of my favorite followers. That I follow, and they post on the City Hall Councilor of the United States, the House of Representative, actually voted for the private server of like Minecraft and Call of Duty, because they might be illegal activities. And I was just confused because we all do this. I did it. Everybody else did it. There was no legal activities. It's considered okay. But it's getting to a point where that's a telltale sign that we're getting surveillance really, really hard. And yeah, I was saying some stuff with my last couple of videos about what's going on. Like, we need to have this. We need to have all this revolution stuff. I don't think so. I really don't think we're going to have a revolution or anything, you know? So, with that in mind, I think it's an important fact that we just leave it the way it is, because you can't vote your way through this. A matter of fact, the people who are in charge of this country, they have the ability to override your votes, so to speak, with their money and stuff. This is not really good, man. Like, I feel like America sold us out with our birthrights, you know? And yeah, we can have a talk about a revolution and stuff, but let's be real here. I don't see a future with this country anymore. I really don't. With the immigration and what the people and the judges in our courthouse, it's just, and then not just that, corporation owns everything, including housing and stuff. I'm grateful I have a house, but it's like, sooner or later, it's not going to be my own, you know? Like, it's crazy that we believe in this country. We believe in the quality of being something. But you look at it right now as like a native person who had blood ties with families, even though my father was a Hispano and my mom is an white American woman. You look at that and yeah, like, they might say all this stuff, but I don't think they're gonna do anything. And I'm I'm trying to figure out how to make money online, which is complicated. It's very, very complicated. It's very, very harder, especially when you're trying to get into the whole thing. However, if we look at the state right now, um, it's just broken, man. Like, even though I'm on my vacation day, I'm still feeling like money. Why is that? Who conditioned you to think like that? you know. And I'm going to be real here, with all that money, no matter what, sooner or later we're going to lose our purchasing power. Sooner or later we're going to go digital. And right now they're doing surveillance with artificial intelligence and spying the people. Google just announced that they're not going to use the search barcode. You have to do everything with artificial intelligence. And you know how many people who are not prepared for that? No one's not prepared for that, because they don't sit here and take a time to learn these things. Why? Because they got better things to do, but most people don't comprehend that this culture sold you out. And now I gotta watch what I say now in the future, because I don't want to get ruined. You know, I again, I'm not gonna talk about. I'm all about this revolution. I'm gonna say it, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna come through. I can't even. I'm gonna try to start washing down my words so I don't get tracked or get suspended with my banking. This is what you have. This is our future, and you have to be okay with that. No, and I really don't think we're gonna do anything. I really don't think we're gonna do anything. And some of my colleagues that I know and that I follow, they says I think it's time to start looking out, packing out. But how many people are ready for that change? No, they're not. Yeah, they want to stay here. Yeah, that's fine, Danny. But sooner or later, this will turn into a dystopian hellhole. And anything you say, anything you do, they will ruin your life. You know? Because you're not following the right narrative. And this is some sci-fi stuff. And the question is, are we free? No, we're not free. We're not free. I don't think we're free. Because if I'm making a video saying I gotta wash what I say now, that's a telltale sign. Because I've been watching this through the news. And not just that, through X and stuff, they just passed that. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And it's something to be concerned about, because sooner or later, what happens if you say a specific word and then, oh, there you go. We are losing our freedom. We are losing our rights. We're losing our purchasing power. People actually believe they're doing good by ending their bloodline. It's just crazy, man. Because of a regime that they believe in, their stupid ideology. But no, I think the West and all Western countries are gonna live in a dystopian where the haves and have-nots, and not just that, if you say something, will ruin your life. And I don't know about you, that sounds very more communist than ever. And not just that, I mean, our religions are getting oppressed a lot with Christianity. I don't think Christianity will be extinct. It will, whether you like it or not. And not just that, Islam will be your new religion. I normally talk about going against this in my last couple videos, sharing some light. A lot of people, a lot of people like it, but at the same time, no one really cares. Matter of fact, the video that you're watching right now, none of you guys really care. You're just comfortable for where you're at. Sooner or later, when the boots get kicked really, really hard between your legs, and then you fall down your knees, and then you realize your freedom is taken away from you. Your birthright is taken away from you. Corporation is your God. Is your maker. Makes the decision of what you are. And this is not freedom of speech anymore, man. This is totalitarianism. Like, seriously, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how these entities became a parasitic towards the people, and they're just using them. And I always ask myself, your jobs, they're non-existence. They're going to replace you by some foreigner that can't speak English. It's a matter of time when you understand that. It doesn't matter. They want that. They want to keep it going. It doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal. They will all work together. And I'm not saying the way it is. I think it's time for you to start thinking about the future and not being part of a country anymore. Just like you shouldn't be loyal to a corporation anymore. And the problem is, sooner or later, people are not going to be okay being stateless. Something to think about. You're stateless. And being stateless is a hassle. And it's getting to a point where, what can you do? You know, I'm just sad about what's going on. I'm sad that it's 4th of July, going to be coming up. Independence Day, we are revolutionaries, we are patriots. Are we? Ask yourself that question. Are you a patriot? Because I'm not anymore. Because look what the country did to you. They betrayed you. Your neighborhoods got more dangerous. There's more crime. People are going in and out. And there's a lot of, what do we call it? Tribalism. Tribalism that is super, 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 super hard, and it's more separated than during Martin Luther King's day. I'll just give you that. And unfortunately for me, it's really hard for me to relate with a lot of people. Like, for instance, I can relate with Hispanics, but I mostly try to relate towards the Americans, like the white Americans. But I don't look like them. Hell, I get made fun of like looking like Pakistani, even though Pakistanis shave their mustaches. You know, it's just unfortunate, you know. And I have to revert back to being like a Panamanian, even though Panamanians won't see me as a Panamanian, because Panamanians don't look like me, because I'm half Panamanian, half American white. That's just a terrible mix, honestly. But no, I'm just venting. I just woke up and I was watching some videos, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I think it's time for everybody to start packing up as much fast as you can. As fast as you can. Because sooner or later they're going to make it really hard for you to leave. Yeah. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to be very, very honest with yourself. And these are 2 questions. Are you ready to go to a different world and understand the fact that you are stateless? And second, are you willing to go to a different culture that thinks different than you, and being willing to be okay? Being okay the fact that you're considered stateless. You're not loyal to your culture. Are you okay with that? Because I'm kind of am, because of what's going on. They just passed that law, and when I saw that, I was like, I I I don't get it. It's just a game. It's just a video game. It's a private server, like Call of Duty and Minecraft. Are you serious? Because you think there's a lot of illegal conversations, you want to snoop in, and anyone who does this, they'll jail you for life. And I don't agree with that. I really don't. Like, over a game. And that's just the beginning. Sooner or later, they're going to go over to, like, let's say YouTube or Instagram. And if they see something that they don't like, they will ruin your life. So I'm going to be very, very cautious of what to say now on. I'm going to not talk about things. I mean, I might emphasize it, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. Because sooner or later, I don't want these entities track me. So far, I'm doing pretty good. Because, again, I don't have a lot of followers. I'm a new channel, which is good. However, in the future, I gotta think outside and put some warnings. And this day forward, we're just gonna watch what you say. I didn't get anything from YouTube. That's good. I want to keep it that way. However, moving on forward, I'm gonna try to figure out how to plan ahead so I don't get demonetized. Still tired. Still waking up. But that's my thought in the future. But I think you guys need to think like this, unfortunately, especially what's going on. Anywho, I appreciate you guys for your time. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll make more contents in the future. Bye.